Hello gentlemen, investors and traders. The project is in touch with you Guru.Markets. Thank you for helping our project. All forms of help can be found in the description of this video. Dear viewer, we kindly ask you to give this video a thumbs up. Your like is absolutely required for the development of the project Guru.Markets. Now we will compare the current fundamental indicators of the corporation Paramount Global, ticker PARA. The review was created on the basis of current data as of July 3, 2024. According to classification Guru.Markets company Paramount Global, PARA, belongs to the subcategory Media. 41 organizations take part in the assessment, which is very representative. We start with summary data for the company. A little further we will look at each parameter in more detail. If you're interested, you can pause it. We suggest looking at all the indicators of the corporation in question more carefully. Access to the database with ticker classification is free and open. Thank you very much for your repost, and various other help. It all greatly helps the work. So here we go. Market capitalization of the company Paramount Global, PARA, valued at $7.14 billion. Market capitalization of the subcategory is $184 billion. Paramount Global has a share of 3.888%. It is one of the small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $20.44 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $123 billion. Paramount Global, PARA, constitutes a share of 16.577%. Having made a comparison of the shares occupied by the exchange and book value, we will see the following. Occupied share Paramount Global in the subcategory when assessing market capitalization is 3.888%. The balance sheet capitalization is 16.577%. That's a 326% increase in market value. Assessment of the company's share of market and book value in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The organization's financial liabilities amount to $14.717 billion. Debt to book capitalization represents 72% of the company's capital. Rating of the company's debt obligations, tolerable, 0 points. The company's stock price to earnings ratio is 0. Average for subcategory 0. Evaluation of the market value to earnings ratio in comparison within the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$538 million. Forward earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. And this is extremely bad for the company's price. Assessment of projected future profit indicators in comparison with companies in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. The company's price-to-revenue balance corresponds to 0.2. The average for the subcategory is 0.9 and this is 78% lower than the average for the subcategory. Evaluation of the market value to revenue indicator in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Good, 1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $30,070 million. Projected revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. This is very bad for the company's prospects. Assessment of expected future revenue indicators in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Bad, -1 point. The margin is -1.8%, with the average for the subcategory -0.1%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 1.7%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 7.694%. This is a 98% increase in market capitalization share. This reflects an imbalance in the company's current market price. Paramount Global, Para, most likely towards underestimation. The amount of capital per company employee is $326,000. And for the subcategory $646,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the organization's performance is 49.5%. Estimation of the amount of market capital of a company per employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Good, 0.5 points. The amount of profit for each employee of the company is $0,000. Average in the subcategory, -$0.4 thousand. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is $0,000. Estimation of profit per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. The share of revenue for each company employee is $1,373,000. By subcategory $724,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 90%. Estimation of the share of revenue per employee in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, -0.5 points. Shares for sale correspond to 10.9%, with an average of 5% for the subcategory. This is an assessment of the possible risk of a short squeeze. Technical indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 48% for the company Paramount Global. Whereas for the subcategory the RSI level, 14, is approximately 50%. Potentially, securities of the subcategory are quoted approximately the same as shares Paramount Global. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price Paramount Global, Para, and subcategory shares. We see that over 12 months the company's shares Paramount Global, Para, showed dynamics of -32.6%. Against price changes in the subcategory -18.7%. This definitely doesn't mean anything, but we need to keep this fact in mind. Before announcing the total score, please leave your stock rating Paramount Global, Para, in the comment below. We monitor all comments and try to respond to each one. The overall result is as follows: -1 out of 10 points. The average result for the subcategory is -0.2 points. If you look very broadly, within the stock market in general. Note that the average result for the market as a whole is 0.4 points. Against a score of -1 point for Paramount Global, Para. Let's look at the order table. It is available. The link is in the pinned comment. The order table contains all decisions made by the information and reference System.GURU.Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and free. Link in pinned comment. Based on the assessment Paramount Global. Information and reference assessment System.GURU.Markets, a decision is made. Do not open a deal, because Paramount Global, Para. This is not the most undervalued company in the subcategory. Thank you all for watching this video and for using the information system from Guru.Markets. You really are the coolest audience.